So 7 years ago we got our very first community designed Warframe way back in July 2013. That was Nova, but the competition to design and decide what the next community themed Warframe will be has just been narrowed down to 10 Warframes. One of these 10 will of course be definitely added into the game at a future date, with the winner being decided by the Warframe Design Council, which is basically a council made up of founders and selected players from way back. I'm not sure how many of these actually still play the game. But for a bit of, I guess, shits and giggles, let's go over quickly what these 10 community themes are, and you can let me know in the comment section below what you like the sound of, because some of them sound pretty damn cool and some of them sound a little bit bloody weird at the same time. Now, first of the 10 themed Warframes is a calligraphy themed Warframe that's described as a scholar monk that's deadly sophisticated. So another monk Warframe, only one who maybe writes letters in the air before casting an ability, or maybe one who has a tome of some sort that kind of goes beside it. Maybe Death Note Warframe. That would kind of sound cool, right? Sounds much better. A Warframe that writes in a book and everything dies. I'm not sure what way the abilities will be with a lot of these Warframes in this list, because it is just the original theme. But with this Warframe, I guess maybe the pen will be mightier than the sword. Now, next up is Hive, a Warframe that has a host of bloodthirsty flying swarm insects that feast on enemies. This one sounds really cool. An infested styled Warframe is what I'm picturing, that can send corrosive or toxic swarms after enemies in order to kill them. If you've ever played Hunt Showdown, then there is enemies in that have like a beehive on their head, and when you get too close to them, the hive kind of activates and then it will attack you and infect you, and it's a big massive pain in the butt. Now with this Hive Warframe, I'm imagining enemies with their hands flailing over their heads being crowd controlled while they're having their defenses stripped or their lives ended, or maybe some kind of life leech to the swarm as well. Now next up is Broken Warframe. Literally meme frame. It's not broken, it's a feature. A Warframe that has basically been put together wrong and is all broken. Now I'm not sure if this one is just for the giggles or if we should take it serious. I'm not sure how they would add any lore to a broken Warframe, but at the same time I kind of want to see it become a thing. Legs instead of arms, arms instead of legs, head where its arse should be and arse where its head should be. It's a feature, right? It's not broken. It's a bloody feature, probably overpowered as hell as well. Now next up is a Morpheus themed Warframe. Now not Morpheus from the Matrix, not that guy. You ain't choosing a coloured pill unless maybe they give him a red pill, blue pill, I guess, energy system. But Morpheus is based off of the Greek god of sleep and dreams, the nephew of Hades. So he's going to be edgy. He would send messages or human shapes into the dreams of others, so it's definitely a dark Warframe. Hades' nephew, so don't expect sunshine and lollipops. He is depicted as having a winged ear, just one winged ear, normal other ear, bit weird. Now, like I said, remember, each one of these Warframes has a chance to be added into the game. One of these 10 will be added. Now, next up is a Falconer-themed Warframe, which is from Cetus, that has a Kondrok companion. So, like Korra, only with a bird? But they could, I guess, go down a more fancy-themed Falconer road and have it with a custom sword, or have it as another archery-themed Warframe. It is a really nice idea, and it would be interesting to have another companion-based Warframe in the game, but whether it gets voted enough to win is another thing. Next up is a ballerina-themed Warframe who dances majestically over the battlefield. Now, wait a minute, right? Hold your horses before typing anything in the comment section, because as silly as this might sound, I'm not picturing pink leotards floating around the place. I'm thinking more along the lines of the Boreal Dancer from Dark Souls 3, a melee-themed Warframe that moves gracefully with fluid combos, not some tiny Warframe doing pirouettes on their tippy toes. It could be cool to see. Now next up is a Ghost in the Machine themed Warframe, a Warframe based around the idea of hacking, setup and data transfer. Basically a corpus frame, right? That's kind of what it sounds like, but maybe not. One that would have traps, another engineer-based Warframe of sorts. Lore-wise, it would definitely fit in the game with something to do with the corpus, maybe controlling it and us having to get our hands on it to bring it back, so it does sound pretty okay. Next up is a Huntmaster Warframe, I think. A frame with a Spectral Kubro companion based on Arwen, King of Anwen. You would basically set your hounds on enemies for them to drag those souls to hell. A ghost-like stealthy Warframe is what it's described as, that can go kind of ethereal, like Necros's Shadows of the Dead, in order to reduce incoming damage, and the Spectral Kubros would strip enemies of their damage scaling. It sounds nice, and it would be cool to see again, like I said, another companion-based Warframe. Spectral Doggos would be really cool as well, but with all pets in Warframe, AI is kind of dumb as a truck. Now, the 9th Warframe is a Kame-Itachi based Warframe. I know I said that wrong. I'm not going to apologise with this accent. It's hard to say it 3, never mind Kame-Itachi. So I'll just move on. A beast-styled Warframe with thick fur, cries like a dog, can fly through the air with sharp sickle-like blades on their arms or hands that would cut stuff up. So again, sounds cool, and it would be totally different to what anything we have in the game right now. It would probably require its own kind of skeleton frame, like what Grendel had to have made separately as well. And I know it's not the same, but I kind of have visions of Love, Death and Robots on Netflix. The Good Hunting episode where the fox creature and the woman then gets turned into a cyborg fox who goes on a rampage, killing the one person, I guess, who had hurt her the most. Only it's a Kame-Itachi and not a fox. If you haven't seen Love, Death and Robots, definitely recommend. Now, the last Warframe on the list of 10 Warframes is a Gargoyle themed Warframe. That's it. No other information. A stone monster that will frighten away evil spirits. No idea about the abilities or what it would look like. Well, I guess we kind of know what it might look like. We kind of already have Atlas as the stone themed necklace wonder, but when you say Gargoyle, this is all I can think of, and if this is what a Warframe can look like, then I'm all for it. Right, bring back the Gargoyles. Now, I'm not going to lie, out of the list of 10 Warframes, I am a little bit sad or disappointed that there wasn't a Spartan or a Hoplite themed Warframe on this list. A shield and spear based Warframe. In fact, maybe the Falconer could have a shield and spear. That'll work. In fact, fuck it, just give a shield and spear in game as a weapon combo. Never mind the Warframe. But a Spartan themed or a Hoplite themed Warframe would definitely be my dream Warframe. I would use that over anything else. That's all 10, right? Just to quickly recap, there is Calligraphy, there is Hive, Broken Warframe, Morpheus, Falconer, Ballerina, Ghost in the Machine, Arwen, King of Anwin, Kame-Itachi, and of course Gargoyle as well. One of those 10 will be the next community-based Warframe and added into the game at some point. Personally, I like the sound of the Hive Warframe, Morpheus as well, Ghost in the Machine, and the Kame-Itachi one. Let me know in the comment section below what you like the sound of, if any, or what you were kind of hoping we might get. Again, the Design Council gets to vote on these, so it could go any way. They have been known in the past to vote for kind of meme stuff or crappy stuff more so than actual useful stuff. You know the deal by now. Like or don't, subscribe or don't, and as always, thanks very much for watching.